What is up? Um, Today we're playing four color game. I love it. I haven't played this list card for card yet. This is a list that came in. I'm not 100%. Let me look. It came in. Um, 10th, I believe, or like 13th ish around there. 300 players at a event in Italy. Modern Monsters, I think it was called. Yep. It's going on like the Malevolent Rumble plan, Sevinne's Reclamation. I played one list with Sevinne's Reclamation and actually felt pretty good, and then I immediately went back to the Flages. I tried it with Flages. I tried it with Eternal Witnesses. I tried it with that. This time I'm just gonna run it as is, and see how it feels. We're back to Risen Reefs, which is really nice. I played it. I think the deck I played before with Sevinne's Reclamation did not play Risen Reef, and this card is missed every time you play four color. Whenever you're playing four color and you don't have a Resurgent in deck, you know it. You can feel it easily. Yes, you only have Solitude and Omnath, but now you have. You have Endurance 2 to proc it, but Titania is technically an elemental. You can tutor for all of them. Endurance and Sideboard, even it by itself is like just good enough. Just drawing one card or ramping one in this type of deck is so important. So we're just gonna run this like this. This is card for card what his deck was. My first instinct was to put Flages in because you're milling cards, but from other people I've heard that that's not good. But we'll just try it card for card now, see what our thoughts are, see if there's any things we want to try, add, etc. But yeah, for now let's just go right into the game. Yeah, going first is great. I can't. I want to. I really shouldn't. Okay, this one's better. Deep. Damn. Get rid of one of my removal spells. The question is, am I ramping turn one? Am I getting Dryad Arbor? I'm on the play. Do I get Dryad Arbor turn one? Do you always get Dryad turn one? The other thing you just always do, or I'd rather surveil. Honestly, I don't hate surveilling. It's actually, I didn't want to matter because it one-step piece in my hand, but I like to play Xander's Lounge over this. Just because I think getting Lush Portico as the land or Temple Garden is going to be the land you get the most first. So having the Triome that meets that one seems the best to me, but yeah, let's get Dryad Arbor. Breeding Pool. There's no Stomper Ground, yeah, so I'm just gonna get Breeding Pool. Dryad Arbor. I should probably put a once over on the lands. Shock purposes, fetch purposes. We got Breeding Pool, Sacred Foundry, Stevens, Temple Garden. That's it. No Stomper Ground and no Hallowed Fountain. Okay. I'm going to cut a Shock in the deck. Hallowed Fountain, I guess, makes sense because can't cast Wrenn and Six. But whenever there's. Alright, whenever you're not playing one of each Shock, it always comes back to haunt you. When in these decks, I've felt. Every single time I've ever cut like a Hallowed Fountain or Stomper Ground, I've always been in a situation where I need a Hallowed Fountain to win the game or something like that, and it just never works out. So, that's Malevolent Rumble. Probably just gonna play this, or we're just gonna legit surveil. Depends on what we hit here, I guess. Well, taking a Risen Reef easily there. legit Sevinne now. I'll put that card on top. Let's pass. Okay, that confuses me now. I thought I was for sure that this was just gonna be Temur Breach, but I guess Temur Breach would have had more cards to play turn one, not just land bobble. But this is what this means. Oh my goodness. Huh. Discarded 2 hollowed ones. That's gotta be unfortunate for them. So facing hollowed one. Facing hollow one, and they discarded 2 hollow ones. Unfortunately, though, my Risen Reef is gone. That was in my hand. That's a good draw. There's an Elegant Parlor, I believe, so I can actually play this Endurance and Surveil and clear their graveyard and block the Dragon's Rage Channeler. All around, it seems like a pretty decent interact for me. Oh, sorry. Sorry. Let's do this now. I could wait till like they cast a Graveyard Matters card. I don't know if those exist. This is definitely Faith Suiting, obviously. And I'm pretty sure these decks play cards like that. But for now, we'll just take what we can get and take the free kill on DRC. Block. No. All right, that's fine. Should have surveilled instead. Bubble. Good old Jund Hollow one. Classic, actually. Like, realistically, I could fetch Shock and Binding that to save my thing, but that seems way too aggressive. Getting my Risen Reef was tough, but I have plenty of good cards I can draw at any point here. That one. That one's one of them. Sure. The question is, which card do I get exactly? Because I could. Let's check the deck list. I can get Nissa, I can get a Graveyard Hate Piece, I can get an Omnath, I can get a Risen Reef. I mean, it's empty board. Nissa, like, in the long run, is probably the best one to get because of if you ever draw a Wrenn and Six or a fetch line, it turns into a card. This can be a very fast clock, but it would take 2 turns to get there. Probably just Omnath, right? Omnath and draw a good card and go from there, or and Omnath draws you 1 card. Risen Reef can draw you 2. I generally don't think Risen Reef or Omnath is right here. I honestly think Risen Reef is might be crazy, but there you go. That was kind of a card I was looking to get too. If I had a 5th man, I probably was going to get this just because it ramps you. I could return a Surveil land and Surveil. I could also then never fetch turns into a 5/3. Doesn't draw any cards, but after clock. I've also good thing about getting Keen-Eyed Curator just to be, I have 2 mana left over, and instead I can exile 2 cards, or instant speed I can exile 2 cards to get rid of Miriam. And then it can just be a 7/7 with trample. A bad play. I'm greedy, and I want greedy cards. Street Wraith, sure. Then fine. I guess it makes sense. Detective Phoenix. That card is so sad. It just makes me so sad every time I see it. It's so good. Oh, Masters. Well, that's annoying. I should probably just get a card out of this. To be honest. I don't know if it's a Avenge Bind, but I have another binding. If I only had 1 binding, maybe not, but I have another binding. So I'm not too sad about doing this. Trigger, put a land into play. You make a 1/1. Detective Phoenix is Orc. Respect that. I'll take 3. I mean, usually returning a fetch land here to play to get 5/3. I really, really want to Surveil. Like, really badly. Surveil. I know I'm listening to 5/3, but maybe my double Leyline Binding is probably good enough, and I should just accept what I got. I don't want to draw that, though. I'm holding on to this spawn token like it's worth $1 million. Wraith, sure. Flashback Fate maybe? It seems like a weird Vengemind deck. I feel like it's like, I guess it's for like those explosive third ones with like your Burning in Quarry, or you have to read Hollow One. Remember, it's 2 less for each card you've discarded, right? That is? He's not. They're not exiling or endurance stuff. They do. Oh my god, I got rid of both my bindings. That's a tragedy. That is a tragedy. Tragic things have just happened. I guess Bowmasters make perfect sense when you cast Burning Quarries. It makes perfect sense to me. The minute you think about it for a second, yeah, it makes perfect sense. Oh my god, stop. I discarded a Hollow One. We have no cards in hand. Okay. So we are officially ahead. think they almost just flash right Faith Suiting, but okay. My next turn is going to be pretty decent. I'm going to be able to. Oh, I could just draw an Omnath too. 2, 3, 4. Or am I just green sunning? I might just be green sun zenithing for. I think I'm just gonna go get thing here. This guy. I don't think I can die, but we'll see. Let's get rid of Vengevine, Faith Saluting. Then, I should get rid of Detective Phoenix. And Faith Saluting. There we go. I got, what? Creature, Enchantment, Sorcery. Vengevine's only going to be relevant if they cast 2 creatures, so, like, realistically, that's not going to happen. Okay, they're swinging. I'll take it. 7. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. That's a hollow one. Let's get rid of this. Blue, red, white, green. Guess I'm just gonna get a Risen Reef here. Yeah, that's fair. I'm gonna go to 1 there, so makes sense. Endurance. There is an argument to play Chalice on 1, but A on the draw, definitely not, and B on the play, probably not. You could debate it for half a second. Veil of Summer, I could see. Wrath, I could see, but probably not. Probably gonna have like Thoughtseize effects in Bowmasters, but Bolt is what they seem like they had was their main form of like interaction. Collector Ouphe is worthless. You could have like an aggro start with a bunch of DRCs where Wrath of Sky is really relevant. And they have Detective Phoenix. It's like Force Vigor maybe, but definitely not. Not definitely not, but it kills Hollow One and Detective Phoenix, I guess. But I don't think that's what you're gonna be hoping to be doing here. Huh. I mean, it's a Bowmasters deck, so I'll cut just 1 Risen Reef, I think. Yeah, sounds good. Double straight wraith. Hollow one? Netherglyph. I have Solitude for it. Just Surveil. I want that card. I can't cast it this turn, but probably okay. If I had to guess, that Keen-Eyed Curator is going to be pretty good. So I might have to take a hit or two from this Netherglyph, but that's probably fine. Only one, so at this moment, but this is like not best case scenario. I would say best case scenario is do nothing pass always. But if someone plays a Netherglyph, especially their deck, if they just hit you for one on turn 2 and play tap and pass, you're feeling pretty good about that. I could play Keen-Eyed Curator, or not Keen-Eyed Curator. I could play Malevolent Rumble, and my Keen-Eyed Curator becomes better because I can exile 2 cards. I can just put Wrenn and Six and protect it with a Solitude. I'm actually going to play Wrenn and Six, I think. They'd have to get up to 4 types for me to even consider Solitude this. And if they did that, then they've done a lot. I guess that's not true. They could just cast one Burning Inquiry and get. It's not even that lucky. That's just second card type immediately, so we'll see. Here's where they cast a Blood Moon. My whole gameplay just falls. Fetching Basic Swamp, so scary. Hey, appreciate it. I have a salty fat. Okay, I said heart attack. Appreciate that. Domination 1623. I don't know why they came through my. Dude, I gotta fix something. I don't know why they came through my. The audio came through my monitor, not my headphones. Oh boy. Not sure how to fix that right now, but we'll look at it in a minute. Tap. If I draw a fetch land, that'd be nice. Or a shock land. Just play it. Okay, well, let's see this. No more ads. Thank God. Damn straight. Damn straight. Not having a green land is tough. A green fetch land. But we'll take what we can get, I guess, and just play the Curator, fetch shock again, which is unfortunate, but. The 2/3. I can make it to a 1/2. I have an emergency Solitude if I need it. So we'll see how this goes. Detective Phoenix. Honestly, I think I'm probably okay with this. Sure, 6 is dead. I just really don't want to get rid of my Omnath. I think it's going to be really important. And this is another white card, so I can realistically just not care about altitude something. So I don't hate that. Bubble. Yeah. Best case scenario, I can just take this, actually, to be honest. Sure. Got a 0/1. Let me munch on something. Malevolent Rumble. A sorcery planeswalker in there now. This would have been bolted if they had bolt. Very possible that they have. Can't need to gain life here, but that's a good card. Good draw. Now I get to do this. Solitude something, hard casting. It's very nice. So Phoenix, the 4 in the air. As long as it's not 11 in the air. That's what matters. Bubble. I got the GG in chat. There you go. Nice. Felt actually really, really powerful. Yeah, I figured it still went through because it did. The fact that it did come up with audio means it went through, but I needed to hear it. That was for me. It was not for you. Yikes. Okay. I don't really have a main board answer for this card. I kept a really weird hand of just like Silver Bullet, and like that's about it. Misty Rainforest. What does that mean? After revealing this, that's a temple. I'm just gonna play this out. I mean, you get Sacred Foundry. This all these can get Sacred Foundry. So um, Temple Garden, I guess. Play it. Pass. Honestly, next turn I'm just gonna play this for Collector Ouphe probably, and just hope to God that it's good. I have no shame. Pitch phase. I guess this could be like Blue Tron or something. I feel like they're more likely to be on the Bloomborough blue sorcery thing that like exhausts top X. Alright, let's hope to God that Collector Ouphe does something. Only thing I can like preemptively do to hope to stop them in any form. I also could just put this back in the ring and cast it right now. But I don't want to do that. That's stupid. That cost 7. Couldn't have done that. My bad. Now I could with the land drop. I could have. Yikes. Okay, so this is probably like, yeah, okay, yeah. Okay. White. This is stupid because I guess I get Risen Reef. Yeah, I don't know why I did that. That's stupid. Oh, I added white, then got a white land, but I guess it's gonna work out either way. So we're comboing. So. That's a good turn 4. Not, whether or not I win this game or not, but that was a good turn 4. It was sick. They do in fact have an 8-4 though. It has another 2. But we're trying. Honestly, I'm just gonna take 8. Fuck it. We'll see how it goes. I already feel very, very behind just because of whatever. Like, I'm not even that behind. I have 4 creatures. I have Nissa going. I have Risen Reef out next turn. If my board untaps the way it is, pretty decent. Whenever I see any Eldrazi lands, I just immediately feel behind, like instantaneously. It's crazy. Yikes. At least my Nissa's still alive. Do another Risen Reef. That's good. It triggers in the graveyard too, which is unfortunate. Whenever you cast an Eldrazi spell, you do 5 damage to each creature. That is so scary. I mean, I have this, so she's exiled now. Play land. Blue. Dryad Arbor, I guess. White. Risen Reef. Fuck it. Put 1. Red. Things first. I saw that thing. Do this. If I hit a land, I can do a bunch of things. Let's just do this and play another Risen Reef. My library. Why am I looking at the card? Why am I looking at the top card of my library? Why do I get to do that? Oh, because of Risen Reef. I was like, what's happening? I was so confused. Green, play another Risen Reef. I have land, instant. I can get sorcery, creature, or enchantment. I'll just get sorcery, I guess. And not. I mean, fetching for that Dryad Arbor saved me a life, but I shouldn't have done that. Because if I was able to get this for Dryad Arbor, I guess that wouldn't matter too much, but it would have given me one more mana, but I would be using the mana to get the Dryad Arbor. Annihilator 2. There's 2 cards in hand, hopefully they're not good. But then again, they have a Devour underneath the Dugan's Labyrinth, so. It doesn't really matter at the end of the day. But if that's their whole turn, honestly, if they just go like activate this, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, play this, exile probably Nissa, swing, I block. I don't know what I would block. I have to block, obviously, but ooh, that can't be good. There's gotta be a way to deal 1 damage to Vanish Cyborg, right? Walking Listing aside, yeah, there's okay. Yeah, it can't be good. Consign a memory, please. Like, you think Force of Vigor is good, but it really isn't that good. All they do is just play creatures. And none of them are artifacts. I guess it's just the consigns. Take out like Prismatic, take out Wrath, take out Endurance. I guess I wasn't dead if I got Collector Ouphe that game. If I got it back, but I wanted to get my land back there to play the Risen Reef, but I'll leave the Collector Ouphe in there for the Aspiration 2 to 4 in case of a Karn activating. But Karn's always just going to get Sundering Titan in this matchup, most likely. I mean, that situation was different, but different because it was different, if that makes sense. Usually they're just going to get Sundering Titan, and you're just going to cry yourself to sleep that night. I honestly don't think I need Graveyard Hate. Help me there, I guess. Get rid of that Kozilek's Lecture Turd. If I'm gonna have Graveyard Hate, I'd rather have Keen-Eyed. Think. Not great, but I'm gonna play this first. Just cause. I'm gonna surveil the blue card, then I can trail again and or blue land, sorry. And I don't know, I don't think there's anything I'm gonna be countering turn 1 with this consigned memory, but I could do it. I needed to. Absolutely needed to. Honestly, Solitudes are not that good either. Like everything they do, that's always been the problem with this matchup. Is everything this deck does is just like cast triggers and just inevitability. And against four color, that like four color thrives with being able to kill your creatures. But if your creatures have already on cast killed my things, or ramped you, or destroyed my land, or done this, that, or the other thing, it's not going to be good for you as a four color player ever in those situations. Malevolent Rumble, maybe. Like Kozilek's command made it even harder. It was like even if you feel in control, they just Kozilek command, and you just are depressed. Okay, it's a good start. Is Kozilek command for one? It is. Make a token. Scry one, draw one. See? That's okay. We're okay with a 3-minute. This. Oh, very good. They get to untap the next land up to 3. They untap with 1, 2, 3, 4 land drop equals 5 mana. At most, you get 6 with one of these. Or 3. But like, at least it's not X equals 7 on turn 5, and you've just lost because they untap, and all of a sudden they have 15 mana and they cast like an unapproachable. Silver Linings. Glass half full. I'm losing it. Hopefully I get to untap. Best case scenario for me is they do something, they play something that like doesn't really affect my board. Okay. That's kind of something that doesn't really affect my board. I'm also going to have to be very careful about this Emrakul. What they put in their hand? They put... Okay. Now they get to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Get to just play it. For land. Yep. Okay, this is decent for me. Now I need to draw a land in the top 3-ish cards in my deck. If I don't draw a land for turn or off the 2 Risen Reef triggers, I might be priced into Solituding. Not anymore, because now I'm going to have to Solitude that when they inevitably try to make it to an Emrakul, I guess. Hopefully I just draw a land, I don't have to worry about it. I don't have to think about it. Yikes. Okay. Do this. No. I don't want to put it on the battlefield. Yes, I will put that one on the battlefield. Cool. Now I don't have to worry about it. I don't get to counter any attack triggers, but it's okay. That okay. Are cool. Yep. I'm going to desperately need to do this. It also is technically a Wasteland, which is pretty good. Strip mine, I should say. Sure. Beautiful. Love to see those. Take 3. Okay, this game is going very well. Let's surveil one more time. It's an elemental. We'll leave it that for now. We'll see. We'll see if we need it. If we're even gonna play it, because we gotta hit the land here first. But we have a bunch of draws. But it's got a bajillion. Okay. Wait, I'll end. I'll end. And drumroll, I'll land. Okay. All right. That sucked. But at the end of the day, we have a consigned memory, so I'm not blocking with either of these. I'm just gonna swing. I need to slide a halfling. And honestly, I'm just gonna get rid of green Zenith. Here's my land. That's messed up. Frosty Temple, sure.
Are all the car keys done? Do you have the spare and the
one is right there, should be in the basket.
Okay.
I'm gonna save this land for now. Yeah, works out. Shock. Fetch. Or forest, actually, because of Titania. Play Titania. Actually, I have no blue men up, so should be very careful. I mean, I guess I get a land here, so. This costs 3. I mean, I guess I just fetch an island. Ooh. Well, these are elemental tokens. That's crazy. Yeah, I think I want that one too. Grab this next to the island. Kill that one. I'm just clicking buttons at this point. All my cards do so many things. You're down to hit you back down to 20. I have 5, 10, 15. I have 16 damage on the board right now. I have a consigned memory up. I think that's too scary. Can be countered. Oh, the value trade is so real. I love decking with this deck. Decking with this deck's my favorite pastime. I mean, I haven't like full on decked with it, but I mean, there was a while there when Up the Beanstalk was legal where you actively tried to. So with the Jace, you were just like, oh, I'll play Jace in my deck. I'll draw my whole deck. I win. So in those days, yeah, I decked. I came close for sure with the Risen Reefs. Risen Reef could make it a little scary. Decking your whole, drawing your whole deck. It's pretty scary sometimes. But it's kind of like when Up the Beanstalk was legal, or like even in like standard Up the Beanstalk decks, like the main decks. Just thank God he didn't kill my thing. Just like make sure you play them when you need them and don't overplay them. We need a control deck in modern so bad. Yeah, it's kind of like all the unbans happened, and I was like, oh my god, so many cool things just happened in modern. But it kind of made a lot of things degenerate. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. It made some things very degenerate, and they just haven't like. Could be forgetting something, but I feel like they just haven't like upgraded a blue deck in a long time. At least that's what it feels like. It feels like there hasn't been like a good blue, like a good blue control deck in a long time. Like obviously there's Teamer, Breach, and there's been decks here and there. Like there's I know there's Demir, but like I don't really count that. Like all the control decks, I don't think of like as hardcore control. I guess if that makes sense. We haven't had a hardcore control deck, just like planeswalkers and spells. And Demir is more tempo-y. Guess I'm just resubmitting. I also say that, but they printed Demir, they printed Frog, they printed Murktide, they're doing stuff to blue. I want things that I can play. I'm greedy. I'm selfish. I think I should mulligan this. Not better, but good, I guess. I want retro control with like cryptic Patient Sculptor. Yeah, I agree. That's what I've been missing. Like that. That seems so fucking cool. I have to play the wrong land. I guess I have Force Man, so none of the lands are wrong. I'll play Mystic Sanctuary. Dude, Mystic Sanctuary Earl, please. Please. I'm one of those people. I'm a degenerate. I want Uro unbanned. I want Mystic Sanctuary unbanned. I don't want Field Dead unbanned. I can stay dead forever. I want Yorion. I want Bean. I want Astrolabe. God, imagine that deck: Uro, Astrolabe, up the Beanstalk in a Yorion pile. I would pay anything to play that deck in Modern right now. Even if it's not good, I'd play it. I don't care. I would play it. Like it's sick. Exactly. I remember when I played Yorion. Um, and like that was the big complaint is like all the games went really long and stuff, and it's like I never went time once. Play faster, bro. I know the deck is complicated, but also at the same time, the lines aren't that like they're all there. Once you know them all, there are a lot to learn though when you're on piles. There's a lot of lines always. Yikes! I'm dead. Kill my land. Tactics. Sevinne's hot. Yeah, the list. His name was Marco. He kind of cooked with this. Sevinne's. I've seen it a couple times before, and I played it once before. And it did feel good before then too, but it didn't play Risen Reef in that version. This version plays Risen Reef, and it's been great. Not even gonna lie. As you can see, though, I'm very dead. What? Was 20 minutes ago? I don't know. Was. I don't really know what the game plan is here, but we'll just pass. The game plan feels like I'm just gonna be Sevinne's Reclamation for a fetch land. That's it. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. So when I saw MH3 spoilers and I saw these two cards, I saw Ozleg's Command, I just got depressed. I've just always played a deck that's bad against Eldrazi decks, and then they made them better, and I cried. It's turn 4 and he has 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 mana. Oh. Oh, howdy. Look at that. Perfect time. You came here to watch me get murdered. Well, trying our best. And at the end of the day, it's all you can ever do. Well, it's an answer to one of them, I guess. I could just play Dryad Arbor every turn and have it be an infinite blocker with Wrenn and Six, but A, Wrenn and Six is going to die right now. And B, that's terrible. Not looking great. Yeah, you can say that again. Not looking great. Okay, that's getting old. Guys, we're completely and utterly okay. Get a land. Fine. Solitude. The Null Drifter. Okay, one tap, play Omnath. We'll draw, like, card that's not even in the deck. We'll be like, oh my god, we drew that card. That's crazy. And then we'll win. He's just chilling. My little friend. Little Pat McAfee. I wanted to make it so his face was in the shot, but he's just too damn big. He's my little guardian angel. You know? Just helps me wards against all the darkness in the world. Oh, I didn't do it. I just salted this. I just salted it. I didn't do it. The interview would be a good one. The interview would be a top tier one. I honestly don't think if Solitude. I mean, I'd be a 7. I'd have to fetch. Be at lethal. I don't think I was getting saved this game. See what happened if I actually Solitude. Untap. Okay, this is gone. Untap. Omnath, Risen Reef. Hang on, Omnath. If I just Omnath, Risen Reef. Omnath, Risen Reef. Draw. I guess I would have fetched first. Maybe. Doesn't work again. It does not. Nah. getting that much mana is tough. And that early, just exile 2 your lands. Sheesh. I lose to a drowsy deck so much now where it's like I don't feel anything. You know? That and creativity. It's just like, yep, I'm gonna try my best. I'll do what I can. At the end of the day, I'm depressed, and we're gonna move on. First match felt great. The second match, even though like if I just actually solituded that Null Drifter, I actually had a chance. I mean, depending how good their hand was, I had a chance of doing something because I could have just played Omnath, fetch, played Risen Reef. Who knows what happened there? And I would be at 10 life instead of 3, and then I can block the 3/3s and like, yeah, they had an Emrakul underneath the land, so like I'm still probably just boned, but possible. We're just gonna hope to God that they're on the Finzi. And I don't have to think about it anymore. Very nice. I kind of like playing all the silver bullets. Not really that many in Modern when it comes to green cards, surprisingly. I like playing these main deck. It just feels nice. I do miss Trax and I miss Flage, but Flage has been tested in these Rumble lists and they've decided, the public, that they're bad. And I can understand it. But Trax, whenever I put Trax in these Green Suns deck, it's felt great. I'm not gonna lie. Green Suns and Trax should be great. I'm not having fun anymore. I'm upset now. That sucks. Hey, appreciate that. Appreciate that, Dan. Dan Attic Wizard, nice. Yeah, when I played the Greens, the Trax decks, or like the decks with this just had an Trax in it, it felt so good. The Trax are just like, it would consistently get you like 5-6 cards, or four to 5 to 6 cards sometimes. Maybe not 6, but it consistently drew you like a whole new hand. It's not that hard to. It wasn't that hard to cast, realistically. Like honestly, it did not come off to be that hard to cast. I really don't know what to do right now. Like I feel like I should Green Suns for Dryad Arbor, but at the same time, like A, it doesn't block Nissa, right? And B, I don't even have an untapped land turn 2 to take advantage of it with Sevinne's Reclamation, get the land back, and then have an Omnath or something like that. Like, I just gotta surveil. Oh God, so tragic. I'll have to get rid of it. You're gonna get a cat token, I guess. This is a bad hand against turn 1 Nissa Pride, I can tell you that. Uh-oh! Hopefully, we draw the 1-up Rathus guy at some point. That would be legit. Wow, I'm dead. I'm just gonna try to rant myself a little bit here. This is in fact a blocker, Rossi. Obviously, it's gonna get flaged to all hell, but you know. Yikes! Yikes! Okay, we got rolled. We got rolled. Okay. This game, we got absolutely, positively rolled. As absolutely, positively, completely, utterly rolled this one. That's crazy. It's turn 3. That's nuts. Okay. All right. Fine. Christ. Another wrath. Doesn't really feel like a Chalice of the Void type meta, maybe. Everything just seems too. I mean, I guess it's probably good for like the combo decks. Like if you happen to run to Rhinos, it's not really a combo deck, but or like Belcher, I guess it's decent against because you can just put it on 0 for Lotus Bloom, maybe. I'm not 100%. Yeah, it seems like I can put Force Vigor in to stop Blood Moons. I can preemptively stop Blood Moons, Static Prisons. Like, what's bad? It's bad. Honestly, kind of it. Nope. I don't need to click that twice. I mean, like, Endurance and Keen-Eyed Curator can deal with a Flage in the graveyard, so they're not terrible. Would I rather have one Delighted Halfling or one Force Vigor? Let's try it. Yes, I would like to go first, please. Thank you. Sounds great. You again. I miss. You think that this is a great time for Wrenn and Six? Because Awesome Price so good. Hey, things with 1 toughness were dead for a while because of Wrenn and Six, but now Wrenn and Six is just like like doing this feels so good again. Having access to this makes me so happy. Just adding a planeswalker to the board, also killing your 1-drop, also killing one of your 1-drops is like the best in the deck. Oh, all around. Feels great. They have a Bowmasters. They play Bowmasters. I didn't see black last game. They have a Marsh Flats, which could mean anything, realistically. I have 4, so I don't have to worry about Blood Moon anymore. If I think they have Bowmasters, then I don't want to play Risen Reef. I don't want to play Nissa. Speaking of this deck, here's my mail to finish this deck in paper. Malevolent Rumbles, all that jazz. Alright. I got distracted by my shiny mail at Christmas. I've been distracted. Whoa, I did not expect that. There is no black. You can promptly check that out. The last game was just so short you can't even like establish that there was black on the deck. It just was so like, you're dead, by the way, go next. Or you can't even think about it. Blaze would be tough, but I have endurance. So, at the end of the world. They actually can't. I know that doesn't cast Omnath, but fine. They also can't Blaze this next turn, no matter what. I guess they could have Bobble or something. But if they have Bubble in their deck, then you got me, I guess. I thought Sevinne's Reclamation was printed like. I guess it was printed years ago, but I thought it was printed like years ago. I thought it was an old card. I didn't know it was a fairly newer card. Not crazy. Hopefully they try to like main phase kill my Risen Reef. Not hopefully. Hopefully they don't have it. Hopefully they have 5 lands. Be sick. But they gotta kill my Risen Reef. Hopefully they do main phase and I can respond by Solituding. And my Wrenn and Six doesn't. Because if they like swing, I'm not gonna block. Wrenn and Six will die. And then they kill my Risen Reef. Suck. But hopefully they try to do it like main phase. I can say I'm not going to get rid of 2 cards. That seems crazy. They can flicker their Fable. Get a bunch of Fables. Ugh. And a bunch of Fables, but a couple Goblin Shamans, I guess. My best draw is what, Omnath? I guess. I mean, I just have to Endurance, right? I kind of have to. But good thing about this is I have Domain, so my binding costs 1. And I have several cards on my deck, and I have binding. This isn't the end of the world. I could have binding to Fable. That seems not good to me. Sure. I think I just have to actually binding this. I wasn't going to, but getting just a Fable reset every turn is kind of gross. I'll take 4 out of 12. I think I have to go to 9 here in the end step and binding the Static Prison. Doesn't feel great. But that can't be right. Can't be right. No, that can't be right. Like that can't be. You didn't just do that. You didn't just play that card against me. That can't be correct, right? That can't be right. There's no way. Okay. Do I go cuckoo and I'm hitting the sack person? I don't care. I don't care. Sure. That's a white card. Okay, there's an Omnath. Um, get him Omnath since I have two more in my hand. Realistically. Um, Graveyard, I guess. Oh, I took Delighted Halfling out of my deck, didn't I? Yeah, I did. And I guess I didn't bin Dryad Arbor yet. I just really need to get an Omnath out next turn. Wrath of Skies is very good in this situation. I think I'd rather Solitude get my life so high than just get an Omnath out. Or just take the 4 and go to 5. Or just chump with the Dryad Arbor. I'm going to chump with the Dryad Arbor, actually. And that's 7. I mean, surprised if good thing I didn't Solitude or anything. Shit. It's a big don't be a flage. Okay, that's not great for me, but there's no more plays. Thank God. Let's draw fetch line, I think. Okay, well, it's just Omnath time, unapologetically. Omnath. Never know which one's correct, which one to do first. It doesn't matter that much. I guess Wrath for 0 is the play. The play. Should have done it for 1. No, I didn't. Brain turned off for a second. Also froze up, but that's fine. I don't think it's gonna matter too much. It may. It very well may. But I think we should be okay. you dare hit a Flash. Okay. I'd be depressed. I'm just doing this. I'm not dealing with a lightning bolt or something right now. I'm not dealing with that. First strike bolt, I'll be depressed again. Everything seemed fine. It seems like there's no black in the deck, so Blood Moon is more likely now than it was before. Obsidian Charma, what a freaking play! Oh god, that blew my mind. Yeah, this hand's good. It's pretty dependent on the Terminal Asset Pride or not, or Terminal Magavan. Hopefully they just have like a Surveil land or something. But if that's the case, then not terrible for me. Hey! Oh? Who said dreams don't come true? They do to me. I'm just gonna do this first. Usually I'd want to go like tap land, tap Sacred Foundry, I'd tap that Zagoth Triome and then binding something, but this way I can Zagoth. If I kept a one lander with a Surveil land and hope to god. Yikes. At least it doesn't have one toughness. Keeping a one lander where the one land is like one toughness land, that's the tough ones. Those are the toughies. Well, 100% let that binding this, right? Like no reason not to. Ah, they got there. Okay, deal with an Oscillate Pride. There. I mean, if they kept a one lander with Justice Surveil land, it had to have been a good land. Exactly, it had to have been good. I guess it doesn't really stop not spread. They get the life again anyway. Kind of have to sacrifice my Wrenn and Six here. I do have two of them, which is nice. It's a good draw. I guess if I wanted to quote unquote play around Oscillate Pride last time, I should have let the guy Souls resolve, and then the Oscillate Pride, and then finding the Oscillate Pride. But then you'd have two 1/2s, and my Wrenn and Six would do nothing. At least my Wrenn and Six killed a creature. Like silver linings, I guess. Got me. Yep. The China have to go 1/2. Maybe a 1/1. Just have to kill the Johnny too, which sucks. Can't even rumble first. Okay, that's good. A little chain of cards there, that's true. I'll take all of it. All 7 of it. 6 of it, all 6 of it. Go 10. I have nothing. Pass. It did. I'm gonna Rumble first. I guess I should not play that land. We'll see what happens. Risen Reef or Solitude. I guess I'll just take Solitude. That's the play. This is what we're doing. This is what we're doing. I know 2 survived. I didn't realize that. That's sick. That's a battle for a different day, I guess. No more basics, so I have to fetch shock for this, which is tough. But it is. Block something with a sign and Solitude some and Solitude this, which is nice. Like this game gets blown up by like a Flage or I don't even know. There's a lot of things that blow this game up for me. But honestly, I just kind of already assumed they have Flage in hand. They kept a 1-lander, so they had 6 spells. They've only casted 3 of them. So they still have 3 spells in their starting hand from the starting hand. And if they haven't been played yet, that means they're removal spells, which probably have already happened on my Risen Reef, or they're more expensive spells like Fables and Flages and Blood Moons, maybe. Which would suck. I'm expecting Ophelia. Raven Charm. Excel and repair place graveyards. That's fair after having both of my Sevinne's Reclamations in there. It's fair. That's great for me. I mean, there's no creatures added to the board. They didn't destroy my. They destroyed one of my land bindings, which would have been actually like if they destroyed the land binding with a Johnny. I don't know. I would have probably had a Solitude there so that I can play around Bolt and Galvanic. And then they just have a flying attacker that I can't even block. I have to kill the Ajani. Or if they target it, maybe I have to kill the cat main phase and just hope to God they can't flip Ajani, but they 100% could have. I think that's better for me that they did that. They were that scared of Sevinne's Reclamation. I can block here, Pet Shock Solitude here. Nothing happens. I could Pet Shock Solitude now. I'm gonna Pet Shock Solitude now. Because then I can block here. And if they have a Bolt, they're gonna wanna just make sure I have double white before I Pet Shock here. Like, I think with a Bolt here, they're more inclined to kill my Risen Reef. But if I'm, showing, hey, I'm going to block with Lifelink, yeah, then they have to think about it. But in this case, I get to kill the flyer and block the 1/1 and gain 3 life back, which is all around a W. I'm gonna do this because I kind of want this Greenstone Zenith. I would just use right now, but I kind of want to be a little bit careful with it. want to just willy nilly get rid of cast it because if they go land flage, I want to be able to exile the graveyard. If they go land flage, maybe I'll just Solitude the flage actually. Seasoned Pyromancer. Discarded a flage. Wait till they spend their energy. And then I'll Solitude this probably. They found a land this turn, right? So they don't have a land next turn. I know I'm not going to get Omnath there, but get Endurance. Take the trade, that's fine. It's tough because the Greenson Zenith was good for the sense where I could have gotten really far ahead if I got Omnath into fetch land, if I got this, that, the other thing. But I needed to get rid of that flage. I could have just rolled the dice so they wouldn't draw land. But if they do draw land, they can just if they draw Arena of Glory, very dead. And if they just draw any land and get a flage out, and I don't have any way to kill it, then I'm not feeling good about that. Wrenn and Six is gonna die, but he did enough. I could have got what do I call it there? Dryad Arbor. Oh, I wish I got Dryad Arbor. Except to pray to God they never find a Thraben Charm. Bombardment. Sure. And the land? Sure. I'm not gonna play this because you draw land first. So. If this was in my hand, I would have definitely got the Dryad Arbor and chumped. But it's at that point of the game, Wrenn and Six is only good if you draw Nissa. So it's bah. But then you draw Nissa and you're sad. Let's see if they have a Surveil land in their hand. Or their deck, sorry. It should, yeah. They should have more than one. Honestly, I don't want Flage. I really don't want a Johnny. A Johnny's the one I'm the most scared of. That's fine. I mean, it's not fine because in the next turn it's going to be scary again, but for this turn, that's fine. Fetch land. That's not terrible. I'm actually going to play the Ajani or the Nissa now. I should have swung first, but I didn't. So here we go. Now I have a Flage answer, so that's good. This is the scariest creature on board. I played the Keen-Eyed Curator because it's, can just be a lethal threat. But also the Nissa is definitely the scariest creature on my board. Oh, okay. Well, I'm going to exile your cards then. Just make Flage a little harder. Yikes. They gotta pick up both. It's unfortunate. I need to find what? Green Sun Zenith. I need to find Omnath. I need to find a lot of things. Wrathless guys are probably my best draw. Not bad. Not bad. I'm just gonna keep making them jump or trade. Not with me. Keep gaining life. Keep making them loose creatures. Okay, well, not my Omnath's dead. We put the effort. Actually, getting rid of both my Sevinne's Reclamations is depressing. I'm not gonna lie. Surveil, sure. Top, please. Crimson Zenith should also search exile. Thoughts? It should search exile and graveyards. I'm not even gonna block I'm just gonna block the 1/1. I'm fine with this guy cliff hitting me. I don't want to get him more cards in here for the Flage. I'm just kind of. Ow. Trying to make it so the Flage comes back as far away as possible. Okay. This is okay with me. That's fine, I think. No, there's a green sun's on top. Nice. I mean, there's a lot of options for this binding. Blood Moon, obviously. I can get Chain of the Rocks to get Endurance to get rid of their Flage, which is probably what's going to happen. I should they draw nothing. It'd be 4, 7, 10, put them to 1. Oh, they drew nothing. Okay, I'm definitely going to get rid of this Chain of the Rocks then. Give me this. Give me. Gadget. Well, just made it harder to cast on. Yeah, that's also very true. They drew, and then they drew the basic planes. surprisingly, which is kind of crazy. I think they just drew that plains, right? Yeah, they played Blood Moon, and then with no cards in, drew basic plains. Like they made it harder on themselves, and then they immediately got out of it. Just kind of funny, but yeah, it's always like that, right? Okay. Well. Now they have one draw step, or this is lethal. Draw land. Stop. Not the Obsidian Charm. No. Is it non-basic? Okay, this thing. God. Gadget. What's my reference? If you know my reference, I'll be very impressed. You should. I will say that you should know it. Gadget. Nope. It's not K9. Politely perish. Politely. It's politely. Okay, I have lethal attackers again. Politely perish. Thank you. That's always nice. Put the Dryad Arbor back. Get that shit out of here. This hand's actually pretty good. Then you go turn 1 Dryad Arbor. Turn 2 Risen Reef. Also have Binding, only it costs 2 mana after all that. You just get murdered by a Asset Pride, though. Which is very possible. Ragaban. Bubble. I'm still going to do it. And I will 100% block. Surprising enough, the character's name is Gadget. Gadget. That's from the Waters of Mars. When he's the little robot he uses to drive to the TARDIS. Gadget. Gadget. No! Ooh! You do, in fact, now have a Ragavan that's connecting. Hopefully it doesn't go that poorly for me. Windswept Heath, okay. Have like a Johnny. Like, can we just like slow down for a minute? Can we take a freaking second? Clearly not. Clearly, we're just a bunch of assholes. They should ban Ragavan, Johnny, Oslet Pride, Guide of Souls, unban Amped Raptor. Yeah. I think that covers it. I play Bobble. I just realized I made the joke that Boris Energy playing Bobble last game, and here's Boris Energy playing Bobble. That's crazy. I wonder why. I don't really know why, to be honest. I can't let this Ragavan just keep hitting me. Bloodman Fury. Oh, please. I got a playset of the full art foil signed, and then they immediately banned it. I was like, well, I guess you live in my binder now. You live here. Take the agenda. Yeah, just whatever. Oh, it's fine. We'll figure it out. Bubble. This is what I draw. Wrath of the Skies. Holy shit! Who know that card is in my deck? Oh, I drew it. Oh my! Holy shit! I drew it. Okay, Aaron, can you hurry up so I can be sad? Jeez. I was with this guy, huh? Please. They had a flake off their surveil. I'm not destined to win this game. That is set in stone at this point. That is very, very evident with what's going on. Wrath of the Skies. My bad, I'll never talk about it again. Okay, now they're going to draw Arena of Glory. That's how this usually works. Who would have thought? I'm dead. Crazy. Pretty much every single time I've ever played against Force Energy, it's just like surveil. Oh, I hit a Flage, untap. Oh, I drew Arena of Glory. Every time. It's happened to me more times than it hasn't. That's for sure in those situations. I want this. I think I'll try the same thing with this and Collector Ouphe. Do I want more endurances? I don't think so, right? I mean, maybe. I could see playing both endurances. I can Goblin Bombardment deck. They have bobbles, so maybe they want Delirium stuff going. So, from one of these. I'm on the play, so on the draw, maybe I'll trim on one Wrenn and Six, but on the play, I think they're still good. Maybe I only need two. We'll try that. I just got rolled. The game one last match and game one this match rolled. This is game match 4. Maybe I can be able to finish, depending on how fast this one goes. We'll see. I'm gonna really try to. No, maybe I'll just be late to work. You know, it's fine. Elegant Parlor. Every time. It legitimately is every time. It's crazy. This is a land drop. Next turn, that's a land drop every turn for the rest of the game. So that means I can't play my Risen Reef next turn. But honestly, that's not necessarily true, I guess. I can get forced, I guess. I was gonna get planes. We'll see. We'll see what that turn comes up. I shouldn't play Random Glory this turn too. I know it wouldn't do anything, but it'd be funny. It would be pretty funny. Outlander? We tried. We put the hope into the air. And what the hell I'm talking about? I can play Risen Reef. Still can't play Risen Reef. No matter what, I couldn't play Risen Reef this turn. I don't know why I'm thinking it's like Nissa. Good down tick here and then miss a light drop, but that seems really bad. Oh, sorry. I'll just play this. Probably get basic planes. I mean, definitely get basic planes and binding something. Yeah, I have two bind. If I only had one binding, I would consider not wasting it. My hand is like double binding a Wrath of the Sky, Solitude. I'm just gonna try to keep the board empty, at least for now. Wrenn and Six alive. Okay. I was writing down my matchup so I didn't forget. I will forget. That do be a blood moon, doesn't it? Hopefully I draw a land. I really don't want to miss a land drop. Oh. Tough because like Wrath Disguise is the better card in the matchup, but at this point, I think I would rather have the bindings. Because they haven't had like Wrath Disguise is usually there to like catch up, like if they have Nissa Pride to start, or they have like a Johnny, just wipe out everything. But they're just kind of playing like one threat at a time. So I think I'd just rather have the binding, which is just like the better removal spell, easier one. Nice. Give that blood moon. Please. All right. Going to game 3. Such a weird, like, not playing Island is so weird to me. I just don't know how I feel about it. It's just so strange.
is really good, but it just loses to like a Ragavan. Not really loses. I can still kill it turn 2, but it just feels like when you don't have an answer for an Ossip or Ragavan turn 1, you just feel so like fuck it. I mean, I can get Dryad Arbor, I guess, in block. I just have to pray that they have Guide Souls. Whew. Whew. I'll take a Guide Souls, that's for sure. Not really super relevant right now, but Temple Garden's just like Temple Garden seems like the land you want to get every game 1 or turn 1. I think it just makes the most sense to me to have Xander's Land as the Triumph in your deck. I actually wish there was a Stomping Ground in the deck at this point. If that's the case, I'm not even going to play red. Oh, so many things. I'm going to play this deck. Let me get this. I can play it next turn, so. Well. They kept a one-lander again. It just kind of clicked with me. Double planes. After one-lander, it was basic planes. Because they had turn 1 Guide Souls in an Ajani. Then they drew second basic planes. Now they have no access to red mana. But they probably have a Blood Moon in the hand if they're going to be playing like this. What's my best draw? My best draw is probably Solitude. If I had to guess. Means I won't have to care about Blood Moon anymore. But I don't think I need to care about Blood Moon right now. It seems like just get planes, play a good expensive card. And land. Fetch immediately just because I want a 5/3. Prevail. Graveyard, pass. Not bad. That was not bad, that's for sure. I heard it's snowing. Please don't be that bad. My God, you scared me, Pat. Pretty tough act, actually. That's unfortunate. Yeah, not having red is probably really hard for them to like traverse this game. I'm just gonna click buttons. I feel like we're at that stage. Okay, yep. That felt correct. It's both the Boros energy decks in the draw. I think I might have been on the draw. every game this league. If not every game, definitely three. Definitely the last three I've been in the draw. Don't remember about the first few. First couple, I should say. This Team of Breach. My final boss for 4-1. Good draw, but like he's not getting his Tamio. That's tough. I'm about to just down tick on the spawn. So serious, I'm gonna do it. Screw you and your extra mana. I miss what they returned. What did they return? Where's the Saga? Rose! Johnny, or not Johnny, Tammy's gonna flip. It's fine. Honestly, in this board state, I feel like Tammy flipping is worse than it being on the board, so. I'm not really ramping if I do that, because I just immediately have to spend it. Just 2-mana draw card. I'd rather. I guess I should just return the Boseiju, but fine. Now I've given him the option to like bolt it, and I'll lose Boseiju. Like Boseiju is very important, I think, in this matchup. So I think that might have been a little bit of a misstep. Probably okay. Okay, Elegant Parlor with this. Yep, there it is. I mean, I guess I would have Boseiju though. That's the difference. Yeah, I would have Boseiju, which is pretty important, honestly. So, God. For some reason, I had a feeling that was gonna be at top. Just kind of knew. It's just kind of wild. Red, green, this. Get back to Seiju. Seiju this again. I have endurance, so. I can't even down take on Tamiyo and prevent it from ulting because it lives at 1 loyalty after it ults. That's annoying. Alright, I gotta find an answer, Tamiyo. Final chance. Please. One time for the one time. Collector Ouphe.
I'm gonna do this. Make him, you know. They're gonna get draw half their deck. I don't think I can beat it, but we'll do our best. Why am I gonna try to fight it? They just find a removal spell for this, and they can just full combo probably. So. This one. Like all of these. Maybe not Veil Summers. First totem I could see for Emery, but that's a little too kooky. Omnath. Wrenn and Six. Risen Reef. Solitudes, to be honest. For the sake of Titania matchup. It's just a lot of trimming, I feel like. Sure. It's not a good thing, but it's honest work. Lands are decent. Not good. That land is good, but I need to draw lands here, so. Urza Saga, so I've already had an Urza Saga. I don't need this endurance. I'm probably gonna get rid of it. Okay. Game 3. I like you, Summer Bloom. Play quick. It's pretty good. I was really debating whether or not I was killing it or just Saga Eternal if they played it. Probably not, but I was thinking about it. I want to get got by Titania. Okay. Kept the one lander. You kept one lander. You kept one lander. You, in fact, kept it. I'm doing it again. Please be enough.
No, stop. I don't have an Emery. Okay. Actually, not bad. My position is not terrible. Thassa's Oracle. There it is. The all-powerful. I'm not going to play this. Like, I'm really tempted to just play this and start swinging. But I'm going to play the Omnath for sure. Just playing Endurance seems very weak. Especially when Endurance is like a combo breaker for their deck. Just get rid of one just to start swinging for 3. Like, they could just take it 5 turns in a row and then just combo. I'm just going to Surveil. It's probably way better. This one's probably better. Yeah, I'll keep it. It's an Emery killer. At that stage, whenever that happens. White, green, blue, red. White, green, blue, red. And there's a green card too. For the Endurance. And I'm not set up in a terrible spot. They gonna grind something? Doesn't seem like it. What's left from it? Thundering Falls. Wait a minute. I was thinking about Prismatic Ending the Grand Station, but then they just sack it to itself and mill 3 and just like I've just discarded a card. Mox Amber. Now their Opal's turned on. And their Mox Amber makes nope, they don't have legendary. For some reason I thought last arc was legendary. What is this? Rumble, sure. I'm assuming they're gonna put Breach in their hand. Makes no sense to me. Yep. Is it Breach time? Terrence, please. Please, God. Please. I guess it doesn't really matter, right? I think I lose to this deck because I don't understand how to do the thing, how to beat it. So let me actually think about it for a second. I guess I should have Prismatic Ending the grinding station. Because now they win, right? Like, let's think about it. If I waited, I guess I have to wait for them to grind something. But then they untap it anyway because they have an Opal and an Amber. I don't think an Endurance mattered there. Surprisingly. Now they just have an infinite mana loop here. Oscroll's in their hand, though. I don't know if that matters. Or it's on the field. I don't know if that matters. There's the only reason I haven't seen it yet. I don't think it matters because they have things like Sing to Super to bounce it back. Oh, no. They're just done now. Okay. Cool. I think Thought Oracle being out was the only reason why. Yeah, the only reason why I won. So they play this. They have an Opal. They play it, enters. Their graveyard was Opal. What's something? To cast an Opal from the graveyard. It enters grinding station, they sack it. Mill 3. Untap it. Sack it. Triggers. Sack it. Mill 3. Still a trigger and stack. That's when I endurance. Right? So that's when I endurance. Now they have no cards in hand. Or they have no graveyard. I guess since they had the Amber, they could have also sacked the Amber, but Amber doesn't work because they didn't have a legendary at the time. Okay. Well. For one. I think I misjudged when to cast my endurance there. I also maybe should have Prismatic Ending and forced them to sack their own grinding station there. But yeah, I mean, this was Marco's list. It's good. I mean, everything felt great. I want to even I don't think there's anything in my the only thing I want to change avidly about all these 4-color decks. I want to play Xander's Lounge over this, but then it makes your Windswept Heaths worse. But then again, Windswept Heaths get the Temple Garden, but then they don't get this. So that's the only issue I think with Xander's Lounge is Windswept Heath does not fetch for it. So that's probably the issue there. And you want these colors the most, so I guess it's fair. I just wish it was capable to do that. Delighted Halfling, I don't know what the point of playing. I guess the for a while I didn't understand what the point of only playing one was, but then I heard the point of playing one is to tutor it against the counterspell decks, like the Mirror Frog decks and etc. And it's I guess, but at the same time, do I want to it's at the same time, I'm taking a turn off to get this Delighted Halfling against the Fatal Push deck. And when they've already probably played a Frog and I have to do other things, so it's I don't know. But this main deck's great. These three are good. Delighted Halfling, I can see with just not playing any at this point if you're only playing one, but the one is fine. I don't hate it. Only one Prismatic Ending and one Wrath. Only one Prismatic Ending being the only way to, on literally turn one, being able to deal with Ragavan or Oscillate Pride was very felt. But, it's beat Border Sentry twice, but I got rolled game 1. Game 2, I was on the play, so I was able to play Wrenn and Six. I was able to play Binding on 2. I was able to do those things. And in game 3, in both situations, they kept a 1-lander or they kept a 1-lander in both game 3s. One of them didn't find another land for a while. And the other one, not another land, but it was another basic plains, so they had no access to red. It's I won those games, but if they were both realistic games, would I have won those games? But only having one, I could just see turning this to another Prismatic Ending. I don't hate that. That seems better to me. But overall, it felt great. I mean, the sideboard is the sideboard. It felt good. There's cards that you are tempted to bring in against certain decks, but you just got to know each card in the sideboard has its place for its own certain deck you're going against. This is for Teamer and Rhinos and stuff like that. This is for forgot the name of it. Oh my god, I'm falling apart at the seams right now. Honestly, I'm not 100% sure what the Curse Totems are for. If I'm being 100% honest. I know there's it stops a lot of cards in a lot of decks, but it doesn't stop a whole deck, if that makes sense. That I can think of. Maybe I'm just misremembering at the moment, but endurance is endurance. These are necessities. But everything else seems great. And I'll probably keep playing variations of this in the future, so I'm excited for it. But yeah. That's it for me.